As we've seen before, foster parents experience feelings of loss and grief when a foster child leaves our home. After all, it's like our own child leaving. But there are those factors that prohibit us, that prevent us from grieving properly. Years ago, my first daughter died. She had a condition known as anencephaly, or as some pronounce it, anencephaly. It's a condition where the skull, the scalp, the brain, they never form. For my daughter, her head ended right here. And my wife was in labor for 92 hours. 92 hours. As you can imagine, my wife and I were devastated. My wife was able to grieve in a healthy fashion. I did not. I did not allow myself to grieve. Instead, I busied myself in work so I would not have to feel or experience the feelings, the emotions that I was going through. It was very, very unhealthy for me. It was very unhealthy for my wife as well. It was very unhealthy for our relationship. Since then, years later, we've had adoptive children, we've had biological children, we've had a number of foster children. And in that time, we've had many foster children come through our home. And each time they've left, we have experienced loss and grief. Fortunately, I have been able to accept that. I have moved on from my original death of my child. I've been able to grieve properly for that child. And now I can properly grieve for the children leaving my home. There are other factors, though, that prohibit foster parents from grieving for a child that leaves their home. For one, society will tell us that these children are not our children. Society will say, they're not your children, they're just foster children, they come and they go. You're not supposed to love them as much, they're just supposed to be children that pass by your house quickly. It's far from the truth, is it not? Others may try to substitute one foster child for another foster child, believing that if they take this child here and replace it for the one that just left their house, they won't have to grieve for the one that left their house. And that's far from the truth as well. As foster parents, we have to take time to grieve for the loss of a child in our home. Because when that child leaves our house, again, it can be like our own child is leaving. For Foster Care 101, I'm Dr. John DeGarmo.